You already know what time it is. We back in this bit. We are going to be discussing Zenkais, whether or not they've gotten better or worse. Straight off the bat, the simple quick answer, yes, they have gotten better. Not only have they become less broken and more balanced, but they've also become more free-to-play friendly and are being released towards teams that need them a little bit more. Now, it is always going to leave behind the stain or the scar of what once was and what still is. You have extremely broken units like this Gogeta here, and as well as Legends Limited units that are getting Zenkais before other units that need them even more. You have this Gohan here that has well over 300,000 blast attack if you can even just pop a single ring card, let alone getting some of his uniques or getting a Z ability on him. So it becomes extremely insane with some of the choices that they've made, Zenkaiing certain units over others. We have in total 5 Legends Limited Zenkai Awakenable units, which is something that shouldn't happen because, like I've said, there are other units that need this way more, and there are other teams that need this way more. GT does not have one single unit that can be Zenkai awakened at all, and we're barely getting one after well over 9 months. So that is basically how I feel about it. I'm pretty sure you can relate, where a unit like her, she can basically make it appear like type disadvantage isn't even a real thing. That's how broken some of these Zenkai units are. But like I've said, they become more free-to-play friendly, more free-to-play viable, and the gap between, someone who's pay to win where they can easily pull a unit X amount of times and then Zenkai awaken them, it's closing. And you're not going to be spending as many crystals because in reality, you can Zenkai all these units for free. And you're going to be saving tens of thousands, maybe even over 100,000 chrono crystals in just using this Ultra Space Time Rush shop. This is just a very good step in the right direction. Not only are you giving units that are, okay to be Zenkai awakened, but you're also giving free Z power, Zenkai awakening Z power for units that are very, very insane. So it's just a quick little look. I mean, you have Broly. He was released. He was considered balanced and now broken. People were disappointed, but then again, do we really want a unit that's completely broken? I know I wouldn't. Imagine Super Saiyan Vegito. He was released during the first year anniversary and he was pretty much invincible. If you had him 6 stars and above, in today's stars world, he'd pretty much deal damage to everything. Type disadvantage, he might not even have a care about that. The only thing you'd have to worry about, is maybe getting Rising Rush. But think about it. Imagine if Super Saiyan Vegito got a Zenkai and it turned out to be like some of these other broken ones like this Gogeta or maybe Gohan, Android 18. What if it turned out to be like that? I'm pretty sure the majority of the player base would not like that. So even for me as a Fusion main, I myself can say I wouldn't really want Super Saiyan Vegito to be broken, because then there are just going to be people who just play this team because it has one of the most broken units. And it shouldn't be like that. There are Zenkai units that have been released and people just switch over to that team just because they're so broken. They don't even like, those characters on that team, but they're pretty much forced to if they want to compete in the top PvP ranks. And that still is the issue in PvP. If you look at the top 100, like right now, seriously, look, right now, you'll see that there is pretty much all Zenkai units there. You're going to see a lot of Zenkai 7 Gohans, Zenkai 7 Namek Gokus. You're just going to see a lot of Legends Limited Zenkai units right here. You see Zenkai 7, Zenkai 7, Zenkai 7s, and you're just going to be running into them over and over and over and over. That's just one problem that PvP still has, but at the very least, all these units are starting to become more free to play to be Zenkai awakened. Other than that, I would just say the only thing they would need to touch on is maybe giving more Z power for the unit when it's released. Like this Legends Limited Goku, maybe they could do this for every single character, where maybe they give 1200 to 1800 Z power if it's just a regular sparking. And then if it's, you know, a Legends Limited one, maybe they could only give 600 to 1200 just to, you know, make it more balanced. Other than that, there really is nothing else to pick on. Everything's been going a lot more smoothly. Complaints have halted. There have been less. There's been actual praising of the Zenkai system, and I have to agree. It's improved a lot more to where it once was.
I'm a god, boy. From another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you.